Good morning, students. In this segment, we are to discussing about the next phylum. So that is Coelenterata. Phylum Coelenterata. Phylum right. So this is the phylum Coelenterata. Right. Who was coined the term of Coelenterata? The term of Coelenterata, it is coined by a Leucard scientist. Okay. Term Coelenterata, it is given by Coelenterata, it is given by Leucard scientist. What is the scientist, beta? Leucard scientist in the year of 1847. In the year of 1847, he was coined the term of Coelenterata. So, what is the actual meaning of the Coelenterata? Coelenterata, why the Leucard scientist given the name of Coelenterata? For example, so this is the Hydra. Okay. So this Hydra organism, it is consisting the cavity. So this cavity is known as a Coelenteron cavity. So this is the mouth. This is the mouth. Mouth is opens into a cavity. So this cavity is known as a Coelenteron. Coelenteron. So this Coelenteron is present. So this Coelenteron is called as a body cavity. Body cavity. Coelenterate organisms. Example, Hydra. So these organisms are containing a body cavity. This body cavity is known as a Coelenteron. So due to the presence of this Coelenteron cavity, the scientists given the name of Coelenterata. Okay, the word of Coelenterata, it is proposed by Leucard scientist in the year of 1847. So previously it is known as a Coelenterata. But right now, so this Coelenterata phylum, so it is known as a Cnidaria. It is known as a Cnidaria. Why this phylum is known as a Cnidaria? What is the reason? Because so these organisms, these phylum organisms, those are having a specialized organs. So it is containing specialized organs. So that organs are called as a nematocyst. That is known as a nematocyst. So this nematocyst is present. Nematocyst is present. So this nematocyst is present. So due to that reason, it is known as a Cnidaria organism. This is known as a Cnidaria organism. So this is the very important for the competitive examination, right? So which is present in the phylum of Cnidaria? It is containing a specialized cells that is called as a nematocyst, or it is also known as a stinging. It is also known as a stinging cells. It is also known as a stinging cells. The stinging cells are present in the Cnidaria phylum, in the Coelenterata phylum organism. So due to that reason, this phylum is also known as a Cnidaria. Who was proposing the word of Cnidaria? The word of Cnidaria, it is given by, the word of Cnidaria, it is given by Hyman scientist. So this is the Hyman scientist. He was coined the term of Cnidaria. Who was coined the term of Coelenterata? Leucard scientist, right? So this Coelenterata, why it is known as a Coelenterata? Because it is having a body cavity. Such body cavity is known as a Coelenteron. And these Coelenterata organisms, right now it is known as a Cnidaria. Why it is known as a Cnidaria? Because it is containing a cnidoblast cell. It is also known as a cnidoblast cell. It is containing the cnidoblast cell. So due to that reason, it is known as a Cnidaria. This cnidoblast cells are also known as a nematocyst. It is also known as a stinging cells. So this is the diagrammatical representation of the stinging cells. So which is containing the one trigger. This is the trigger, means button, and this is the thread. Okay. So this is the bar. This is the bar. Right. This is the nucleus. This is the nucleus. Right. So this is the structure. So that is known as the stinging cells. And these nematoblast cells are having a poison. So in this area it is containing one toxic material. So that toxic material is known as a hypnotoxin. It is known as a hypnotoxin. So due to the presence of this hypnotoxin, what happened beta? So this hypnotoxin, it enters into the prey body and paralyzing them. Okay, so due to that reason, what happened beta? Organisms are died due to the injecting of which chemical? Due to the injecting of the hypnotoxin. Due to the hypnotoxin, so that chemical substances are present in the nematocyst. So this poison, it is injecting into the prey organisms. Now these preys are going to die or they are paralyzing, right? So this is the reason. And this, what is the composition of this hypnotoxin? This hypnotoxin, it is composed by, what is the composition of this toxic material? Composition. So this hypnotoxin, it is composed by the proteins and phenols. It is made by proteins plus phenols. So these phenols and proteins combines together and it can make the toxic material poison. So that poison is known as a hypnotoxin. Okay, so this hypnotoxin, it is paralyzing the enemies or prey. Right, so this kind of cells are located in the two regions. Stinging cells are present. Stinging cells are present in the two regions. It is present around the mouth and it is locating tip of the tentacles. So this is the very important. So what is the location of the stinging cells? Stinging cells are locating near to mouth and it is locating the tip of the tentacles. So this is about the stinging cells. So due to that reason, it is called as a Coelenterata and sometimes it is known as a Nitharia. So let us, we have to talk about some general characters of the Coelenterata. Okay, right? So let us, we have to be discussing about some general characteristics of the which phylum? Coelenterata phylum. Right. What is the general characters? General characters. Right. The first of all, the first general character is these Coelenterata organisms. These Coelenterata organisms are the diploblastic organism. It is a diploblastic. So what is the meaning of the diploblastic? The body is formed by the two germinal layers. So these are the diploblastic organisms. These are the diploblastic organisms, means the body is made by the two germinal layers. Outer germinal layer is called as ectoderm. Ectoderm. Outer germinal layer is known as a ectoderm and inner germinal layer is known as a endoderm. Right, there are two germinal layers are present. One is the ectoderm and second one is the endoderm. So due to that reason, so this is known as a diploblastic organism. These are known as a diploblastic organism. In between the ectoderm and endoderm, it is having a tissue that is known as a mesoglea. It is known as a mesoglea. Okay, the mesoglea is located in between the ectodermis and endodermis. So for example, so we have to see in this hydra. So this is the mouth, right? So this is the tentacles of hydra and this is the body of hydra. This is known as a ectoderm. It is known as ectoderm and this is called as a coelenteron cavity. It is known as a coelenteron cavity, right? And this one is known as a endoderm. This is known as a endoderm. Okay, endoderm. So between the ectoderm and endoderm, it is having a tissue that is known as a mesoglia. It is known as a mesoglia. So this is the diagrammatical structure of Hydra, right? This Hydra organism, it is containing two germinal layers. Outer germinal layer is known as a ectoderm and inner one is known as a endoderm. So between the ectoderm and endoderm, it is having a gap. So that gap is filling by a tissue that is a mesoglia. This mesoglia is a cellular and a non-cellular. Okay. Next to this cylindron cavity. This cylindron cavity is present. So this cylindron cavity is also known as a gastrovascular cavity. It is also known as a gastrovascular cavity. So which is known as a gastrovascular cavity, cylindron cavity, otherwise is known as a gastrovascular cavity. And gut is a incomplete. Gut is incomplete. Gut is incomplete. Because why it is called as a incomplete? Because this gut means elementary structure. So it is having only one opening. It is having only one opening. It is having a mouth. Okay. So this is the tract. So this gut which is having a only one opening. So that is known as a mouth. They do not having the anus. Anus is absent. So due to that reason, it is called as an incomplete gut. It is visible into the which organisms in the cylindroid organism. So that is known as a blind sac. It is known as a blind sac. Right? Anus is absent. So this mouth, it is performing the two functions. So what is the two functions? One is a ingestion and a egestion. Ingestion means taking of food is known as a ingestion, and removing of undigested food particles is called as a egestion. Means the mouth is helps. What is the significance? The significance is a ingestion. First signification is a ingestion. Ingestion means taking of food substances, and removing of undigested materials is called as a egestion. Egestion. Okay. Right, this is the ingestion and the egestion. So this is about the Hydra, right? So this is the diploblastic organism. So what is the level of organization? So these are having a level of organization. So these organisms are exhibiting the tissue level of organization. So these are the tissue exhibiting the tissue level of organization. All organisms are the multis, means these cylindroid organisms are the multicellular. It is the multicellular organisms. Many cells are present and they can form the tissues. Okay, so these are the tissue. So which level of organization is seen? Tissue level of organization is seen in the cylindroid organisms. Okay, which kind of symmetry is present in the cylindroid? Radial symmetry. These organisms are exhibiting the which symmetry? Radial symmetry. So most of the organisms are exhibiting the which symmetry beta? Radial symmetry. Okay, most of the organisms are exhibiting the radial symmetry. Okay, few organisms, examples, some exceptions are there. That is Metridium or Adamsia. So these organisms are exhibiting the biradial symmetry. These organisms are exhibiting the biradial symmetry. And other organisms like the starfishes, those are also exhibiting the pentaradial symmetry. And porifera, few poriferans are also exhibiting the radial symmetry, and tunophore organisms are also exhibiting the radial symmetry. So most of the organisms are the radial symmetrical organisms, the few are the biradial symmetry. What is the example? Adamsia or Metridium. So this is the symmetry. Okay, so after that we are going to discussing about the next characteristic feature. So these organisms, means the cylindroid organisms, body is available in two forms. So that is one is a polyp form and second one is a medusa form, right? So this is the very important beta. So cylindroid organisms are exhibiting a two morphic form. So one is a polyp form and the second one is a medusa form. So polyp form. So here I am making a diagram. So this is the Hydra. So example, this is the Hydra, right? So So this hydra, it is exhibiting the polyform. So this is the cylindrical shape. It is having which shape beta? Cylindrical shape. Cylindrical shape. Body has which shape? Cylindrical shape. Body is long and cylindrical shape. It is exhibited by the hydra. Hydra is exhibiting the polyform. And another most important point, the mouth is located in the which area? Mouth is located upwards, right? So this is the mouth. Okay, mouth is located towards the anterior region, right? So this is the polyform. This is called as a polyform. Polyform is always visible in which shape? Cylindrical shape. Okay, and the mouth is located anteriorly. And in case of the medusa, medusa is visible, look like the umbrella shaped, right? So this is the umbrella shaped structure, right? This is the umbrella shaped structure. So what is the example of the medusa? The best example of the medusa is a Aurelia. What is the example beta? Aurelia. Aurelia, it is commonly known as a moon jelly. It is commonly known as a moon jelly, right? So what is the common name of the Aurelia? Moon jelly. So that moon jelly, it looks like the umbrella-like appearance. So due to that reason, it is known as a medusa. It is a medusa form. The polyform always cylindrical shape. Medusa is always umbrella shape. So what is the location of mouth? So in case of the medusa, mouth is located downwards. So this is the mouth is located downwards, right? Mouth is located downwards, but in case of the polyp, the mouth is located upwards. So that is the difference in between the polyp and medusa. And another most important point from this topic. So this polyp, it is exhibiting the asexual reproduction. It is exhibiting the which reproduction? Asexual reproduction. Okay, and this polyp, it is undergoes to the asexual reproduction and it is generating the medusa. And this medusa, it is exhibiting the sexual reproduction. And medusa, it is converts into the polyform. Which means simply here the polyp, it is converts into the medusa, and again this medusa is converts into a polyp. So this polyp is converts into a medusa by asexual reproduction, and medusa undergoes to the sexual reproduction, and now this converts into the polyp. So this kind of alternation of generations occurs in this cylindrite organisms. So that phenomenon is called as a metagenesis. Very, very important for the NEET examination. So because in 2015, so this question will be asked, right? Metagenesis. So it is known as a metagenesis. What is a metagenesis? Metagenesis means polyp is converts into the medusa by asexual reproduction, and the medusa it converts into a polyp by a sexual reproduction. Means the organisms are converted from one form to the another form. So that is known as a metagenesis. That is known as a metagenesis. Polyps converts into medusa and the medusa converts into the polyp. Okay, so this kind of alternation of generation, polyp into medusa, medusa into polyp, it is known as a metagenesis. So this is the very, very important for the NEET examination, right? After that, we are discussing about the next feature, that is the polymorphism. Polymorphism. What is the polymorphism? Poly means many. Poly means many. Morphism means morphology. If the one organism, it is having a different kinds of zooids. If the one organism, it is consisting the different kinds of zooids. So more than two zooids, that is known as a polymorphism. So this polymorphism, it is exhibited by organism. So that organism is known as a Physalia, Portuguese man of war. So what is the organism name beta? Portuguese man of war, right? So for that I am making a diagrammatical representation here beta. This is the Physalia organism. So which organism beta? Physalia organism, right? So this is the Physalia. So this is the which organism beta? Physalia organism. This is the Physalia. So this is the scientific name of organism. This Physalia, it is commonly known as a Portuguese man of war. Which is known as a Portuguese man of war. Physalia is known as a Portuguese man of war, right? This Physalia, it is having a different zooids. So due to that reason, it is exhibiting the polymorphism. It is having a gonozoids. This is known as a gonozoids, and this is known as a gastrozoids, and another one is there, that is the dactylozoids. Another one is a dactylozoids. So due to that reason, it is known as a polymorphic organism. So which is known as a polymorphic beta? Physalia is known as a polymorphic organism. So the organisms, it is producing one different kinds of zooids. Okay, the morphological forms are visible. So that is the gastrozoids, gonozoids, and dactylozoids. So due to that reason, and this is known as a polymorphic organism. This is also very, very important for the need point of view, right? What is the function of gonozoid? These gonozoids are helps in the which purpose? Gonozoids are help in the reproduction. It is involving in the making of male and female gametes. And what is the role of the dactylozoids? Dactylozoids are the responsible for the defensive mechanism. And what is the role of gastrozoids? Gastrozoids are helps in the feeding purpose. Means it can collect the food particles. So and then after they digesting that food particles. So that is the role of gastrozoids, which it is concerns with the feeding purpose and defense mechanism purpose. Dactylozoids are there, and gonozoids, which is responsible for the reproduction purpose. So this is the three kinds of zooids are present, and the anterior region, it is containing a nematophore. So that nematophore is helps in the which purpose beta? Floating purpose. So this is the fourth zooid, nematophore, right? So this is the four kinds of zooids are present in this Coelenterata. So due to that reason, it is called as a polymorphism. Okay, and respiration. So after that, we have been discussing about the what is the respiration and excretion. So there is no specialized organs for the respiration and excretion. Respiration and excretion, it is carried by the help of body wall by a process. So that is called as a diffusion. Which process beta? Diffusion process. So diffusion process से क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पर? Respiration and excretion हो रहा है. So this is the important. And after that, there is a no sensory organs. There is a no sensory organs. So sensory organs are absent. Sensory organs are absent in the which phylum? In the Coelenterata organisms. Respiration is carried by the body wall by a process. So that is known as a diffusion process. And these organisms are exhibiting the digestion. So which kind of digestion is there? So it is exhibiting the intracellular digestion and extracellular digestion. So intracellular digestion and extracellular digestion is present in the which organisms? In the Coelenterata organisms. So if the digestion takes place inside of the cell, so that is known as a intracellular digestion. So what is the extracellular digestion? If the digestion takes place outside of the cell. This is the cell. This is the food particles. The food particles are digested outside of the cell. So that is known as a extracellular digestion. So both kinds of digestions are present in the which organisms? In the Coelenterata organisms. And what is the reproduction? The reproduction, it is carried by the two methods. One is a asexual reproduction and the second one is a sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, it is carried by the budding process, and the sexual reproduction, it is carried by the help of gametes, right? So there are the different kinds of this is the reproduction, asexual and sexual reproduction, right? And these organisms are forming the corals. Corals means this is the after the death of these organisms, they preparing the
hard skeleton, means that their skeleton, it is accumulating in a particular place and it can convert into the corals. So these corals are actually made by the calcium carbonate. The best example of the coral, the Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef, it is located in the Australia country. So this is the Great Barrier Reef, right? So the corals, right? This is the Coelenterata, and this Coelenterata phylum, it is a Coelenterata phylum. It is divided into three classes. One is a hydrozoa, one is a hydrozoa, and second one is a scyphozoa. Scyphozoa, and third one is a anthozoa. Anthozoa. So this is the very important. Hydrozoa examples are the Hydra and Obelia. Hydra and Obelia. Hydra and Obelia. Hydrozoa examples are the Hydra and Obelia. Scyphozoa examples are the Aralia and Rhizostoma. 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 What is the examples of Anthozoa? Adamsia, Adamsia, and Pennatula. 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 So this Pennatula is commonly known as a sea pen. Sea pen. And Gorgonia, Gorgonia. So this Gorgonia, it is known as a sea fan, sea fan. Okay, so which organism is known as a sea fan? Gorgonia is known as a sea fan. So because due to the presence of their structure, so the body structure looks like the fan-like appearance. So that's why it is called as a sea fan. And Pennatula, it is commonly known as a sea pen. It is look like the feather-like appearance. So previous time, so we have to using the feathers for the writing purpose. So that's why it is called as a sea pen. And Adamsia, this Adamsia, it is also Adamsia. This is the examples of the Anthozoa. So which class organisms are preparing the corals? Anthozoa organisms. So most of the Anthozoa organisms are preparing the corals. Right, so this is about the Coelenterata phylum. So this is the very important phylum for the NEET point of view. So just you have to remember nematocyst. This is a very important. It is producing a chemical that is the hypnotoxin. It is made by proteins and phenols, right? And polyp and medusa form, metagenesis, polymorphism. This is the very important for the exam point of view. Mouth is having a single opening, so that's why it is called as a blind sac. Okay, cylinder on cavity, it is help in the transformation of digested materials, and it is helps in the which purpose? Beta, digestion purpose. So that's why it is called as a gastrovascular cavity. Gastro means digestion purpose. It is help in the digestion purpose. Vascular cavity means it is help in the transportation of materials. Right? So this is about the Coelenterata phylum. This is about the Coelenterata phylum. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you, students. Bye.